Hello and welcome to a brand new, really my first ever real vlog series on this channel. We are in the car headed to the airport. I've got my mom here because we are headed off to Florida to get on a 7-night Western Caribbean Disney cruise aboard the Disney Fantasy. This is the first time I have ever cruised, or my mom has ever cruised, and we are so excited. We're flying down to Orlando today, staying one night at Disney World at Port Orleans Riverside, which is one of my favorites, but I wanted to stay there so she could take the boat to Disney Springs tonight. And then tomorrow morning, we're up early and we're off to Port Canaveral to get on board the Disney Dream. Now, before we do anything else, I want to thank my friends at Touring Plans for sending me on this vacation. I have used them for years and I absolutely adore them. And we are working together and they're sending me on this cruise. So without them, this would never be possible. So I'll leave them linked below if you want to plan a vacation. Tell them I sent you. So let's go to the airport. Let's do it. It's going to be a fun day. After we get down there, we're going to head to Disney Springs and just have a fun afternoon before boarding our first ever cruise tomorrow. We made it through security. It wasn't bad at all. It's early. We're super early for our flight, but I always make the tradition of stopping at Henry's, and when it's an early flight, I get myself a double vodka and cranberry. And I'm never mad at it. But I do have an entire bag that I bought. If you can see this bag right here, I bought 4 bottles of wine, because one thing about the Disney cruise is you can bring on 2 bottles of wine or champagne or a 6-pack per person at each port. So we're going to bring on 4 bottles of wine at the beginning. I don't think we'll get any more throughout it, but another good thing about the Portland airport is they don't charge more for anything than they would on the street. So it wasn't a bad deal. It's like 56 bucks for 4 bottles of wine. That'll keep me entertained the whole time. So we're going to have breakfast and then get on our flight to Orlando. Alright, we are flying. I just am about ready to edit the episode of the podcast that will actually be out tomorrow. We're talking Disney Springs restaurant, which is ironic because one of them we mentioned is Jaleo, which is where I'm going tonight. So that'll be good. But we got food, pre-ordered food on Alaska. Always the best. How's your food?
Delicious.
But yeah, I'm going to edit this podcast, then I'm going to start editing this video, and then hopefully we'll be in Orlando like... Alright, we're all checked in the room. We're staying at Port Orleans Riverside, which I love Port Orleans. If you don't stay at either one of these places, why not? The boat to Disney Springs is clutch. I love the whole property. So, drop my bags off. I'll post a room tour at the end of this video, but drop my bags off. Now I'm headed to Disney Springs because I'm going to meet up with Chrissy from Touring Plans and a whole gaggle of people, and we're going to do Jaleo for dinner, stop at Salt and Straw, and then we have a late night Topolino's reservation because they just added some new dishes to the menu. So like, yes, it's a double dip on dinner tonight, but also like, are we going to complain? No. So let's head off to Disney Springs. Like I said, the reason I picked this resort is I wanted something that was easy to get to Disney Springs too. So off we go. Let's go take the boat. But can we just appreciate how beautiful this resort is? This is why I like it so much, is it's just, you don't feel the hustle and bustle that's normal Disney parks. It's relaxing. There's a beautiful river. The boats come by. There's horses. It's just stunning. Okay, so what did I film a lot tonight? No. I spent the night in Disney Springs. I went out with touring plans and we had dinner at Jaleo, which is amazing. Tapas style, so good. The food's always delicious there. I'm never mad at it. But then we headed over to Topolino's for a second dinner because duh. We got upstairs and went to the Terrace, Topolino's Terrace, just in time for the fireworks from my mother. The fireworks from Epcot. So we watched the fireworks up there. And then we had dinner because Topolino's has new menu items. They have a new soup, a new plant-based pasta, and then they have 2 new cocktails. I tried them all tonight. I think they're all over on the Main Street dish. I'll put them in a highlights or something like that. But I was actually impressed. Of course, I got the rigatoni and it was phenomenal, but we are up early tomorrow. I mean, like early. I will say we got the letter from Disney Cruise Line at like 11 p.m., but luggage will be collected at 7 a.m. tomorrow, and then we are to meet in the lobby at 7:55 to catch the 8:25 motor coach to the port, which makes sense because I think our board time is about 10:15 in the morning. So overall, a great day. Sorry I didn't film much, but this was like a bonus day to the cruise. But let's do it. Let's go cruising tomorrow. It's going to be an early morning. The alarm is set for like 5 a.m. But
I was going to say, if they're not going to, if they're picking up the luggage at 7, we don't have to be up, and we don't have to get that
till 7:55.
7:55. We don't have to get up at 4 or 5 o'clock.
No,
Okay, I'm going to readjust my alarm clock.
like
I'm gonna
6,
change
6:30.
What time?
6:30, because that way you can make sure you have everything out of your luggage.
Right.
Because everything will be checked that they come and get. So I recommend like putting your bathing suit on underneath it. All the advice I took from other cruisers, putting your bathing suit underneath it, and then just taking on like a carry-on of things that are important, which include my 4 bottles of wine that I have packed. So we're gonna head to bed. It's 11:42, and we have to be on our motor coach tomorrow at 8:25. So tomorrow's a big day. We get to sail away on the Disney Fantasy. Let's do it. Also, again, thank you to Touring Plans for everything. I had dinner with them tonight, and they're an absolute great team. If you ever need any vacation advice, if you're looking for a travel agent, they are your people. And we have like a very huge announcement coming soon. Let's do it. Let's sail away. All right, we are in room 820 over at Port Orleans. You walk in, it's cute. They definitely refreshed and refurbished these rooms a bit. We have a corner room, which I like because that means you have 2 windows, which is just nice. I love the details here. Like, how cute. But yeah, a nice little seating table. We'll get an overview. 2 beds. Lots of odes to Tiana here. A full-length mirror. Love that. Whoo, she looks rough right now. But I think they could have replaced this light switch situation when they were refurbishing the rooms, but we'll take it. USB outlets, everything. The beds are cute. They have a little nod to... But there's like so much storage here. We're only here for 1 night, so it doesn't really matter. No, because we won't be unpacking, but... And of course the fridge. Trust me when I say there's a fridge in there. I will say, I wish moderate resorts though had Keurigs. They don't. They have these like pods, and I just don't love them. It's not as good as a Keurig. Lots of space here. I'm assuming to hang out with the clothes. I've actually never stayed at Port Orleans Riverside in a room that wasn't like the princess suites, which are really nice. I enjoy those. But extra pillows, an ironing board, hangers, lovely. Let's just do this. It's not changing, but it's hot. It's hot in Florida. All right, the bathroom. Interesting. I think this is a handicap accessible room because the toilet is here, and then we have the bathroom, which is really nice. She's rough right now. That's fine. That's fine. Hair dryer or accessories. A cute little shower curtain, but you know, for 1 night, I honestly, I like Port Orleans enough that I'd stay here more than 1 night, but for 1 night, it's definitely not big and spacious, but it's nice. And I love this little seating area. Also, the view's not great. There's the parking lot. So maybe we'll look out this window. Oh, better. But yeah, that's our room over at Port Orleans Riverside.